I'm Pickle Rick!
Shut up, Meg.
Special!
What's up, everybody? How are we this weekend? Hopefully some of you had Friday off like I did. Just make it a little 3-day thing for the Easter. It looks like Clive's getting ready to start his raid. But right now we got Mr. S. Frank Nedabedi. I knew someone was Zap Sparky. Yeah, you were here earlier. Mr. A. Cake, Mr. S. Pianoman is here. Our Queen Liz Edwards. There's the Pancake-asaurus Lock Watcher. There comes the raid. Here comes the brain. Stealth Mode Spiker 6F6G. What's up, Patrick? Creighton? Been a second to feel. What do we got here? C2S Big 8 News. Web Devi, what's up, everybody? What's up, Clive? Appreciate the raid. What's up, everybody? Ronona, hey man, been a second. I was just using your thingamajiggy the other day. Odd Bjorn, Ultra Tort, Bush Doctor, Hemp EV, Hemp E. Is that Hempiv or Hemp EV? Because that sounds like a really cool car if it's Hemp EV. Either way, welcome. Slow Nick, what's up, Demonics? Rifleman, Wheezy Peasy. Oh, I forgot to turn the lights on. I am here, glad to be here. Here's to the astronauts in the Nevada desert pretending to go to the moon. Well, they might actually be going there. Hopefully coming back too. Appreciate the follow, Nick, and hey, Neg. And cheers to everybody, and cheers to Clive for the raid. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Nate Smith, for that. Cheers. Let me turn some lights on real quick, and let me get Twitch music going. Oh, I know I was forgetting something the whole time I was sitting here waiting. All right. All right, I think that's enough. All right. Are those noodle pants? Yes, I have ramen noodle jammy jams. You're still getting a lighting ticket? Yeah, I mean, I got stuff. If you got to send a ticket in, that's fine. What's up, Malkin Death? Grant Rennie? Chris, how are you? There's Jacques Attack. All right, so let's see here. In about 6 minutes, we got the VertoThermoWhoofle. I did get a shipment of a couple things in today that we'll talk about. And if you're here to the very end in 2.5 hours after the show, we're going to stop the YouTube stream because YouTube, and I'm going to clean my Glock on Twitch. Went to the range again today, put another 300 rounds through. Went pretty well. Sterling engine. All right, just remind me to flick it in like a half hour. I just forgot the wall, I guess. That's basically how that works out. All right, let's have another sip, shall we? Or I say sip as I pick up my vape. Yeah, okay. Appreciate the follow there, Snake CM. All right. I have a snake over there. That's my old girl. She's like 20-year-old corn snake chilling. Spider Driver Lee. I'll be at the range in the morning. Well, there you go. Yeah, I just went up. I just joined a range last week. It's only 25 yards. It's indoor range, but $30 a month. I can go whenever I want. I can reserve ahead of time, free targets. I got a free class, which actually I won't be having a show on May the 2nd because I'll be in class for practical concealed carry. Is that a candle warmer? It's a cup warmer, candle, drink warmer. It seems to work pretty well for the Sterling engine. All right, and now let's take another drink, shall we? 300 rounds is about 225 for the cheap ones these days. Now, I was going through, I'm using up my Fiocchi and Brownings because they don't seem to run real well through it. Sticking with Federal Eagle, so I'm just going through and just using that up. I mean, it still fires fine. It just jams every once in a while. The Federal Eagle I have and the Federal HST don't jam, so it's whatever. There is a vape you can sip, actually. Pulsar Vapes does a couple that force air through the vape carts. Yeah, I've seen those. What's up, DJ Bones? Delta Mike? Wheeze? Is she in your boot? No, nothing's in my boots. I did wear them now. Well, let's see. And hopefully we'll be in the range in a couple weeks. Me, Ed, and Boozy. I got some stuff set aside for that. And I got in a shipment of ammunition. So another 1,000 rounds of 5.56, 500 rounds of 9mm, and a little more. I got some tracer rounds on the way. Anyway, what time is it? All right. Let me show you what finally came in. After how fucking long have I been saying we're going to get this? We finally have, well, it's all big and shit. We finally have our cold weather MREs. These were packaged in 2023. They expire later this year, which doesn't matter because it's freeze dried. So most of the food in here is good for fucking decades if stored properly. But yes, we finally have our cold weather MREs. So after we're done with CCAR number 3, which is our close combat assault ration, we'll be going to those. And just for kicks, I picked up some beef stew and chili mac with beef Mountain House because these are actually pretty good. Those are also freeze dried, but it's like the decent kind of freeze dried. Like, don't get eggs. Don't just skip egg meals that are freeze dried because they just turn into a watery mess for the most part. What is Jack Attack? I always start with a joke about a door handle. It's a great opener. There's Jack Attack. He's here all week, folks. Actually, Christ, I've been here all week. I'm streaming. What store do you get your MREs from? Those I've had to find them on eBay. Otherwise, what the hell is that one place? A good place that there's a website that sells MREs and they only sell standard MREs. It's like MRE World or MRE Guy or something like that. But they only sell like standard MREs as far as the American stuff goes, and those guys are usually pretty cheap. I've gotten them off of Amazon, but they're a little expensive, even with shipping for Amazon. And because most of your MRE places, they'll send the big box, like they're heavy, and they'll send them like minimal shipping. Ammo Can Man, that's one I didn't get those from him, but I do have that website bookmarked for various things there. Ultra Tort, good pull. Let's see, Grant Rennie, cold weather MREs, the freeze dried ones keep for 30 years, wet ones about 12, but have a 2-year use by. Yeah, the U.S. military ones, they do a 3-year use by. On all of it, even though they know those things will last way longer than that. What's up, Brad? How you doing, buddy? So, I sometimes watch Steve MRE on YouTube. Yeah, I watch him all the time. He just had a couple things last week, I think it was. You thought it was the excavator C2S? No, it's Not quite there yet. So, Catherine can also get dried beans in a pressure cooker. Well, I do have a shitload of dried beans as well. You know, worst comes to worst, even if you can't cook them right, you just soak them for like days and they'll soften up. I got a box from him a few months ago, from Cannabis. I feel like I don't know if I've ordered stuff from him. I feel like that may have been where I got the C cars from. I don't remember. But I know I've been to the website and I'm like, I get stuff from that website, like in my promotions tab, as it were. But time for the VertoThermoWhoofle. So let's play with some fire. All right. Let's see here. Number one. One for Freddy. Setting Chad on fire. Bam. Hold on. Hold on. Good God. I'm not trying to get anybody a goddamn seizure here. See if that's any better. Whee! All right. Okay. BigClive, I think technical family would do well in an apocalypse. Yeah, I do pretty. I know I do pretty well, at least defensively. I have 3,000 rounds of 5.56, over 1,300 of 9mm, and almost 600 of 308, and a little more on the way. I just did my inventory this week as well. I'm actually kind of warmed through. Okay. All right. Bye-bye, spiders. I feel that by now they kind of just know not to be there. You know what they say about cold hands, bad circulations? Oh, I'm sure my circulation is garbage. No problems there. Mediocritus, what's up, bud? Let's see, we got some stuff y'all have sent in as well. We'll get to those shortly. Did you hear about the guy who collapsed trying to climb Mount Everest? Authorities just found Himalayan there. No 50 BMG, not yet. That'll probably be in about 2 years. I'm probably going to get the big kahuna, but we'll see what's out when it's time. And then I got to find a place around here to actually shoot it. Any orange stuff? Any new orange stuff? Not really. I got yellow. That's not really orange though. I mean, if you kind of look at it through the oil, it's kind of. I don't know. But this is the closest I got. So cheers on that. So Weeze, as soon as I get the solar panels, bring on the apocalypse. Yeah. I have a couple solar panels on my truck. So, I mean, I have that. I mean, it wouldn't be much to just pop them over here because half the shit I would need during the apocalypse, I could figure out how to run off 12 volts if I had to. It's not that bad. Then I have a selection of inverters as needed, I guess you could say. Ultra Torch has been needing to add a little to the arsenal for a while. Yeah, I just started my arsenal in July. Finally decided it was time to do some things. But yeah, like I was saying before, I don't remember who was here, but later on, remember, I'm not touching it, YouTube. After, well, actually, because it'll be about 2 hours and 10 minutes when the main show comes to a close, we will be cleaning, wiping down, and reloading everything involved in that sitting over there. Was that white cartridge clad? No, clad not what? What white cartridge? I have silver, black, and black plastic cartridge. Oh, that cartridge? Clad 9? It is clean core. I'm used to seeing, what the hell's C core? Is that the other one? Was it good? That says clean core on it, whatever that means. As zombies take over and you continue to live stream, will your audience be any different? I suppose there would be slightly less people because inevitably some of us, including me, may be zombified. Besides that, I suppose some of you may be busy dealing with your own apocalypse at the time. Tricky decision, says Clive. 12 or 5 volts for apocalypse power. Kind of utilize both, but if I had to pick, I would probably go with 5. Simply because once a 12 volt battery gets below 10 volts, it's kind of shit. But if you have a 5 volt supply, your little step up, which as long as you're gentle with, should last a while. Or if you have like 50 of them, like I do, 36 to 32 to 5 volt kind of thing. 5 volt stuff will last longer as batteries go dead in case you can't charge. But some things you're going to have to kind of pick 12, so it's kind of, I feel like you kind of got to blend it. Yeah, stream theater. I pop in every once in a while on my daily mix too, which is what I usually play on the stream. Samsung can mirror the screen from the phone to the TV. So now I have Twitch on my 24-inch Roku TV. Show the pew pew. I did right there. Right, this again. Is it smooth? Because last time I tried streaming from my Samsung phone to my Fire TV stick, anyway, it was a little rough. And then I believe I connected my S21 Plus directly to the TV, and it was still a little janky, but I don't make this be because that one TV's from 2014. I still got stuff to learn, says Weaselbox with the different name. Or wait, oh no, you probably came over to YouTube, didn't you? Yes. Okay. Twitch kept freezing on me. Is everyone else good with everything? I supposedly have 0 drop frames. Let's see. 12 or 5. A lot of abandoned cars with 12 volt batteries, says Fama. Yeah, but are they going to be enough to supply 12 volts? They will be enough to supply 5 volts. That's kind of why I'm thinking, like, as much 5 volts as you can and 12 volts for only, like, what you have to. Happy little fox. I have a Fire Stick and the YouTube app on TV seems to work okay. Well, yeah, that's what I usually use. But every once in a while, for who knows, probably because I have a video on the phone, I would do the screen share thing, and it would be a little bit. Twitch is available as a Roku channel. Yes. Yeah, I have Twitch and YouTube and Odyssey and something else, like whatever stuff on the Fire TVs. Because that's, like, I bought one of the 4K sticks. It worked out. It's okay. It's good enough. I kind of like the reason I really like the Fire TV, because I still have a Chromecast 4K whatever thing, but it's really fucking annoying using my phone as the remote. Like, having a hard remote is fucking key, because if I'm watching TV, I'm trying to avoid the phone anyway, so I don't want to have to fucking hold it every time I do something. So that is why we go with that. Lockwatcher, 10 years after the zombies took over, Scruff continued to broadcast, and also we finished the B-2 bomber on year 10. It'd probably take a little bit longer than that. And I can't I can't lie. Like the pieces, if I can figure out how to make a pew pew that fires high speed Legos, that would probably be my first source of ammo at this point. CDOS, my Fire TV Twitch is 10 seconds later than the Twitch app on the phone, both using the same network. Yeah, that's weird. Mine's spot on. Mine's almost perfectly synced with, like if I'm doing a thing where I'm watching on the big TV and you're doing chat on the phone, like they're usually within a second of each other. So, I don't know. Oh, it's 555. All right, nerds, cheer up. Happy 555. Cheers. What did Graham Shaw say? 12 volts. Rob says everything looks pretty good so far. Good. What's up, DC Allen? Good age for Siamese. Purdy was an old girl when she went off. Our vet friends fixed her broken hip. No one would adopt her with cat flu, but she was great. Well, that's good. It's good to take care of the kitties that, need a little extra help. Happy 23, happy 11:55 for some people. 11. Wow, you're out there, huh? Okay. Have you seen the Nerf 3D printed minigun? I have not. Nerf 3D printed minigun. What is that? Let's see. Nerf 3D printed minigun. It's 3D printed Nerf dart minigun. There's one from like 2 years ago, 5 months ago. I'll take a look at that and I'll keep that pulled up. I'd be fine with making some goofy ass Nerf guns. I don't have any right now, but I'd be fine doing something. Is TV still a thing? Well, yeah, when you're watching YouTube or Twitch on it, that's pretty much it. Well, and C2S, it's now 556 for the gun people. Okay, well, cheers to that too. If you are, if not, that's fine too. Have you seen the guy who built a Lego-size train for his cats? You mean like a full-size Lego train there, Benji? Because that's a couple Legos. My ex's first cat, Jazz, got cat flu a little while after they got him, but Julie refused to give up on him, even though the vet did. Yeah, I don't get that. Ooh, I think I caught the back half of that call. Sorry about that. Hey, Frankie. Bye, Frankie. Get some sleep. Have a good one. The clown's trying to make 3D printers detect weapons is clearly clueless. Yeah, that's... BigClive says, the only way I could think they would do it would be people using a derpy file name that's like AR-15 lower. Well, obviously, it's whatever. But then if that were the case, then I'd print like fucking little benchies and just call them my AR-15 lower just to fuck with them. Otherwise than that, there's way too much stuff out there that looks like firearm parts that are either airsoft, which is 100% legal, or it's a toy, which would obviously be legal, or it's just some random bracket or piece for something completely unrelated that just happens to have the right curves and you're going to get flagged for that. It's going to be fucking terrible. It's just so dumb. Like the amount of AI you would need in each 3D printer to hopefully identify it correctly. I mean, printers are all going to cost another $100-200. Have I seen Project Hail Mary yet? Nah, didn't somebody talking about that the other day? Hold on, let me pull that up too. I can pull a page up on that too. I can grab that. Project Hail Mary. Oh, that's a new movie. Okay. No, I haven't seen that. It's an upside down guy. Okay. No, I usually don't. When did that come out? Or did it just come? Oh, it just came out. No, I haven't actually seen that. What is it? Oh no, there's one from 2021 and 2026. Is it a replay? That's weird. 2021. Okay. I'll take a look. We got there. Okay, people sending stuff in. All right. Bush Doctor, what's up? Welcome. JSS Wizard. I hope this isn't insulting, but when I'm tired, I have a hard time staying awake listening to your show. You have an exceptionally soothing, calming voice that I find quite relaxing. I wouldn't consider that insulting at all. The whole point of this stream is just to chill and relax, and if that makes you tired and sleepy, then by all means, as many of us do. Oh, it is top of the hour. Like today, after I got back from the range, I got stuff. I stopped by the store, picked up yada yada. I sat back. It was like 2:30, and I went, I'm gonna take a little nap. And so I put on the Dell laptop. I don't know, some of you probably know, like Parts People or whatever. It's some dude that all he does is fix Dell laptops. Oh, and today's blah, blah, blah. He does this thing, like, and he does live streams. So, like, today I needed to take a nap. He had an hour video. I went, perfect. I put it on the hour video, and he just talked through, and, like, nothing bangy and boomy. He's just talking and doing his thing. Like, that's just kind of what we do. Use streams to chill, and if that's cool, that's cool. Happy Pooh's happy birthday. Anyway, top of the hour toast to if it's somebody's birthday today, happy birthday as well. Cheers. Truckadine, Big Bada Boom. God, I haven't watched that movie in a while. Fifth Element, for those that may not know, I'm sure Rob knows. That's his girl there. Fan Plant, are aftermarket main boards going to be illegal for printers? That's a good question. They may have to be required to have the bullshit in them, if so. Your fireballs are even quiet and reserved. Yeah, they're kind of far away from the microphone. If they're closer. Clive's, I feel Clive's is a little closer to the microphone. That is just quiet, isn't it? Okay, I guess they are kind of quiet. All right. Love the erasers in it. Mila. Everybody loves Mila in that one. Hell yeah. Multipass. Bush Doctor, it's my birthday today. You're 40. Yeah, you're as old as me now. You fucking young whippersnapper. Well, happy birthday now that I know it's your birthday. Trekkie asked, did something happen to the thermal cam? We did that earlier. That was just me seeing how loud it was on the microphone. Like, that's still here. Ooh, I have no idea what I'm doing. Don't. Let's see. Do it like this. Oh, don't mind me. Yeah, it's still doing its thing. What's up, Boozy? I have some high-speed candy in stock. Spraying the soap butane is louder than the fire right next to the mic. Yeah, that's... I wonder if, Christ, that'd be literally playing with fire, like getting something that burns quicker. Because part of the slow is the fact that it's a pocket, and then it's an insulator, then another pocket of gas, and then, as it goes through the bubbles, that kind of slows it down so you don't get quite the big poof like you do with, like, Clive sprayer. Acetylene? I mean, I could get acetylene from work, but that's really fucking sooty. Like pure acetylene, burning pure acetylene. Like if you're lighting an acetylene torch, which I can burn, I can weld and cut and all that with acetylene. But if you're lighting an acetylene torch, like that initial fucking thing when you got just the acetylene on, there's so much just shit soot coming off of it. It's fucking amazing. Fama says, highest honor burp before the happy birthday. Well, Evening all, hope we are all relaxed. What's up, active neurons? Which is kind of the opposite of being relaxed, but you know what? I'd rather have active neurons than fucking derp neurons, so, welcome. Actually, let's do one of these while we're at it. Hydrogen would go with a squeaky pop. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, if I ever get really bored, I'll build a little hydrogen generator. I think the acoustics here benefit from the big boxy room right next to the woofle zone. Probably. I mean, I know you got acoustic foam in the pocket, as you were saying. I have acoustic foam in the old office, and here I just have blankets and stuff. Which, something to think about, folks. If you're tweaking acoustics, you don't necessarily need something that absorbs it. You just need a lot of shit to deflect it in a million directions, so you lose the echoey stuff. That's why you can have that's why you can have a room full of nothing but hard shit that doesn't echo. If there's enough hard shit in there, it'll disperse the sound enough. But soft things help. Lots of angles. The soot floats forever. Oh yeah, on acetylene. Oh, it's like you turn it off and it just kind of chills. It just goes. You can like watch it going down the road. Fucking stops by 7-Eleven, picks up a coffee, and it keeps on going. Yeah, that stuff is. That's why you just really want to do that outside as much as possible. Yeah, Clive did try shampoo, and that peaked the microphone every time. Oh yeah, he was hitting that. It was fucking hear that microphone clipping like a lawnmower. But that's to be expected. That's it's got a decent pressure wave on that little stuff. Tactical foam. Yeah, actually, I mean they kind of have that. That's like foamy C4. I'm sure the military has foamy C4 kind of stuff. I wouldn't be surprised. Wish I only drink alcohol twice a year, once at Christmas and today at my birthday. That'll work. Well, in that case, let me grab the alcohol and go cheers. All right. So we got Pussies and Piano in a half hour. Let's see what people have sent in. Mr. S sent pretty much what I deal with every day. So from Mr. S, we have this t-shirt, which is pretty accurate if you saw some of the fucking operators I got to deal with. Looks a little bit like Hans on there too. With that and the thing, I should have a guy with it cut in half. That would be perfect. But yeah, that's a good shirt. It's a good shirt. Klaus. If you, when you get a chance, just go on YouTube and look for German forklift video. There is an English translation. I forget which one it is, but look for German forklift video. Like English transmission or German safety forklift video, and you'll find Klaus. Klaus is fucking ace. And Klaus is pretty close to what I have to deal with fucking multiple. Like, I deal with lots of Klaus every fucking day at work. And when I was a trainer, that was one of the videos I would play in the training class. Because it kind of has a good point. It just is presented in a very interesting way. Certified, let's go! Yeah, that's the problem. Like, even forklift drivers, like, drive around like they're fucking driving on GTA. Like, geez, peasy. What we got for megavolts here? Minigun shorts. All right, let me pull that up. I'll show this real quick. This is from the channel Gatlin Tommy. Woo! Oh, yeah. I did see this. That's right. That is amazing. You don't want to hear that. All you hear is brrr! So, like, you're not missing anything as far as sound. But that is freaking fantastic. Yes. Again, that is Gatlin Tommy. Print your own miniguns. They said 500 darts isn't enough. There you go. Yes, I did actually see that short within the past week or so. Pianoman, Klaus forklift safety video posted on YouTube. And reposted on Twitch by Mr. S, because Mr. S is a VIP. Yeah, that's the same one. Yep, there you go. Good job. Thank you, gentlemen. 4 years to load. Oh my God, yeah. Link. If you have to hand load link stuff, whether it be that or like, you know, real stuff, it's without a machine, like you might as well take the fucking week off. Ooh, sorry. Not really, but you know, I gotta say it. What? That's weird. Why did lock watchers all come through like they were already red? That's weird. Google doesn't like you today, Lock, just so you know. All right. So from Lock Watcher, that would take some time to reassemble. Oh yeah, yeah, that's insane. Yeah, it looks like everybody found that video. Jack Attack. I see Jack Attack posted it too. Okay. Good. Good. Thank you. All right. I don't know if we showed this last week. I know I showed it at some time. He has a seed library where he's at, which is cool. Like I mentioned last time, I don't know by having it by a window. That's probably not the best place for it. But either way, it's a fucking step in the right direction. We have very small purple and green mandarin oranges for sale. That's perfect, you know, as you do. And honestly, the way grapes are priced nowadays, that's probably fucking cheaper than what the grapes would be. And I'll tell you what, I'd grab them if they were cheaper. Like if that bag of grapes around here probably costs $8-9. That's saying $4.99. I'd be like, I didn't see that. I just saw the big ass $4.99 that you wanted to get all my attention, and I'd make them give it to me for that. I would be that asshole because it's kind of fucking obvious that they couldn't even see it said mandarin oranges, huh? I mean, that's your argument right there. Be like, well, you didn't see that it said mandarin oranges either, did you? So, gimme. Time to tickle the sterling. Trekkie Dane. That is spot on, brother. Spot on. Hey. That's funny. I guess I spun it the wrong way and it just corrected itself. Perfect. Thank you for the reminder. What did you say the first time when you said rephrase? Let me push that over there. Oh, all right. Okay. Sorry, my little foot thingy. You told us to remind you after a half hour. Oh, I set a timer. Well, excellent. Well, fucking cheers to that. Appreciate it. And yeah, she's running. That's funny. I spun it the wrong way and it went, no, I gotta go this way. Like, it's definitely fucking ready if it's doing that. Oh, the grapes identify as mandarin oranges there, Red Dwarfer. All right, so they're liberal grapes. Got it. 3D printer word there. Not the American Dad Klaus. No, not the goldfish. Although I feel like there was an episode where Klaus was like in a dream or something. May have been driving a forklift. I don't know. Well, I will say the skiing episode. Well, his backstory when he's basically Weekend at Klaus's when he's flinging a skier's dead body all over the place, and he swapped with Stan. Anyway. Well, the clips are a pain in the ass. Which clips is that? Oh, those clips. Impressive. How many rounds per minute is that? That was probably... I'd have to see how long that video was already. Let's see. How long is the video? "20 seconds. 500 rounds. Looks like 500 darts in 20 seconds. So that's faster, a little bit fast. Well, a little bit faster than most automatic weapons. See, your wood plate is still alive. Yes. Oh, why are we on this screen? Let's go back over here. Yes. Yeah, that's its place. And as I rearrange things, I may see if I can get it in a spot where maybe there isn't anything in front of it. But either way, like, you know, it still looks. I like where it's there because it's in view, even with my big old fucking dome in the way. Is that cotton about it? All right, let's see what else we got from y'all. Just got another email. Is that what do we got there? Oh yeah, we're still on. We're this whole time we're just going on about fucking oranges. Okay. Let's see what else from the Pancake Man. We have 3 cakes, looking a little thick in the middle. That's the way I like them. Well, I told you I can take a pancake and I can cook that fucking thing. And it'll be almost an inch and a half thick if you cook it right. Takes a little bit longer, but I take my little, like, what is it, 6 or 7 inch tiny cookie pan and fill it like, oh, fuck, almost a 1/4 inch and just let it just slow cook and it tastes like cupcakes. Hey, he found the butter finally. Look at that. We got butter in the layer, which you kind of can't see, but trust me, there's butter in that layer there. There's half a slab right there. That's a good amount. All right, look, there's butter. I can see the butter in there. There's no zoom on this one. See the butter dripping out of there? Now he's got it. Now he figured it out. We finally have proper butt on the pancakes. Very nice. The new True NAS. That's right, you did say you were building one. Crack-a-lackin'. How much, what are you looking at terabytes in there once you're done? Ooh, here we go. Drive's not in place, there will be 6. Tough Power GT850 thermal take. Is that what's in? I think I have a thermal take power supply some. Oh no, that's what's driving my server. I think it's my server uses a thermal take. Like, they're good. My the cooler on my 9800 X3D is my is a 360 millimeter thermal take cooler. Little tiny Intel stock cooler. You don't see them very often, man. That's cool. It is so hard to find like a stock cooler like that. Maybe you should have rotated the fan. Take the fan off the mounts and rotate it so that cord isn't so tight right there, boss. Because that's a little sketchy. You're putting a little strain on there. There's got to be a way to turn that. If not the whole heat sink, then the fan itself. Because I've dealt with that problems. That, or there's probably a fan header. There might be a fan header over here that you can repurpose and tell it to ignore the CPU, but I would definitely do something with that. That needs sorted, boss. Not talking shit about your install, but I'm just giving you a little, that wouldn't hurt. But either way, 6 drives, 6 terabytes each. Oh, that's all right. There you go. The server's got something like that downstairs. What is it? 14, 8 and 4, 28, 36, 40 terabytes. Yeah, in the server, 40 terabytes. Okay. Megavolt. That's the mini gold one, and Boozy with some super floof. Wait a minute, was there a caption to that? Nope, just super floof. There's one of Boozy's super floofs. It almost looks like a floofy version of Lee if they had a little more cinnamon on them. Appreciate that, Boozy. All right, let's see here. Let me flip this back over here. Go to the other side. Now he's got to pick them all up. Everyone. Fixer, what's up, man? And the forklift certified t-shirt, it looks like the internals of a trap in a toilet between the steering wheel and the driver. And you know what? You'd be surprised at what you'll see holding some of these forklifts together. I wouldn't be surprised if someone figured out how to do that. Just fucking saying. You've not seen the things I have. We got Electron Box sent, oh, that was, I think I missed this last week. Just the understanding of that biscuit heads do not understand what true biscuits and gravy is. Because that is not it. That's what biscuit heads think American biscuits and gravy is. And they're absolutely insane for thinking such a horrible thing. at thumbnail. Okay. What did I miss? What at thumbnail? Oh, AI thumbnail. Yes, yeah, the thumbnail obvious. I would hope it would be obvious it was AI. I showed that on Wednesday or Tuesday. I don't know. I've streamed almost every day this week, but I showed that earlier. That was what I sent that picture to my boss. Like I took a picture of my van down at the Port of Baltimore, threw it in the chat GTP and said, make it look like a Heister H60 FTP or no, H60 FT fell on my service van, and it popped that out the first shot, and I went, all right, that's cool. Well, you shouldn't call fluffy buns biscuits. They are biscuits. You shouldn't call cookies biscuits because they're not biscuits. They're cookies. Like, I don't see y'all eating chocolate chip cookie or chocolate chip biscuit dough over there. It's a cookie. At least you know what one of the cookies is. One of these days I might get around to doing a biscuit head t-shirt. Show you people what we're all about here. I had actually started a design a while ago, but I don't know. We'll see. But kitties make biscuits. Yes, cats make biscuits. Not British people, apparently. Ron-Ona's got it right. All right, let's see what we got from Red Dwarf for this week's update on the Jubbinator. Jubbs is either tired or stepped on a Lego. Either one, I would understand. Little floofy belly. Hopefully it wasn't the Lego. Oh, 20 after, folks. Grab a shot, grab a drink, grab a water, pinch a nipple, scratch your butt, pet your cat, spank your dog, because some dogs like that when you just start wailing on their butt. But anyway, cheers, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, I sent that to my boss, said this might be a problem. He said, that looks fantastic. And I'm like, yeah, doesn't it though? And then I sent it to half the staff just to see. A couple people liked it. We got here, more rust removed, new cord wired to switch, and fan massaged in hot water to remove some of the warping. Oh, yeah. Looks pretty clean for the age. I'd say that's pretty good. All right. Still lots of rust and gunk to exercise, but it's a goer. That's what you would be hearing. That's cool. Good. And that's doing its thing. Oh, what do we got here? Still lots of rust to exercise, but it's a go with this. Or did that get stuck? Ah, that thing just got stuck. What do we got there? Not to be operated by fuckwits. Yes. Well, I guess that's an Ender 3. I can't tell if that's what version of it is. Never really paid attention to the versions, because I have the original one, and then I just 3D printed all the upgrades I needed for it. But that looks good. What, see, what firmware is that you're running there on that little puppy? I'm running whatever came with the SKR Mini 2.0. Was it SKR Mini E3 2.0? Something that came out 5 years ago? Well, I like that. That's a nice color firmware. Not that I'm at the screen much. I do everything through Octoprint, but Ender 3 Pro, mostly. Yeah, what do you got? I was like, no, it's mostly an Ender 3 Pro. I mean, the frame still is. We got the screenshot of the picture of the fish and chips and no mushy beans and sneaking in some little nuggy things, which, all right, that's fine. I know you like to change it up a little bit, like no mushy peas this week, and when adding some nuggies, that's fine. Just the weird presentation of the picture, but however you got to get it here, brother. How long before Pussies and Pianos? 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Zoop. What else we got here? The bench shots with all the orange stuff. The old, looks like AM FM receivers. Enough switches on there. You could probably call, oh yeah, there's a bunch of inputs, so we'll call that AM FM receiver. Big fucking coil. Got a little bit of amplification in there. There's the AM fucking antenna. All right. Looks good. Looks good. Yeah, I got the little heater box over there. I had one of the, like, almost that exact same one in my car. My old race car. Because I had no heat. Oh, look, we got a camera set up over here. Shrimp scampi or prawns. Okay. Adding this. Yeah, I'll substitute the sound effects as needed. The only reason I don't do that is because then all the Twitch music bleeds over into YouTube. Got here screwdrivers, the charge thing, a little night light, engine. Oh no, Japanese screwdrivers. Okay, I get that because they do use a couple little different things there. Oh, can you see it? You can kind of see it through chat over here. There's Darth Vader's ship. Amazon boxes. Laptop light mini USB. I got something close to that, a little shorter though. Smart visual ear something. Camera, probably. I got one of those I use for work. Little tiny ear cameras you use for like inspecting your ears that are like 15, 20 bucks that connect to your phone for the screen. Be great for looking around corners at work because they got a flashlight built into them. Looks good, looks good. Zap Sparky with this week's Flat Cat. Jamming with the old fucking Sony Walkman cassette player. He's looking a little chunky. Did he start to fatten up for Easter a little early? He already getting into all the eggs and eating half the chocolate bunnies. He looks a little sausagey. This and he's got to start. You got to work on his summer body, for when he's at the beach and got his jammy jams on there. But either way, I'm glad he's jamming. He's in a good mood this week. That's good. That's good. All right. Thank you for that. As usual, drawing on the flannel jammy jams. Very nice. Flannel jammies are a little too warm for me. That's why I get the ones that are like the fake silky, whatever, slippery material. I can't do flannel bottoms. I overheat. Once I start to overheat, I go into this fucking thermal overload shit that I call. And I just get way hot way too fast. All right, DJ Bones. Not quite sure what's going on there, but all right. May want to try some Comet. Because I don't know that that's you or somebody else. Don't really matter. What do we got here? Gorilla Glue number 4. That is a nice fucking strain, I will say. Oh yeah, Gorilla Glue number 4 from a while ago. Not long now. Not long at all. I can see just enough specks of trichomes even on this picture. Very nice. Very nice. Some sexy ladies right there. Curaleaf cannabis oil, THC and CBD for oral use. Medicinal stuff. I haven't tried any stuff like that. What are you putting it on your, what do you got? Looks like ketchup and cocktail sauce, but it also looks like a grilled cheese and something else. What are you eating in the background there? That's what we're really interested in. That does look like ketchup and cocktail sauce. I don't know. Oh, there we go. We have... I have no idea what that is. It almost looks like a pizza or a like a light crust with some pizza food stuff on there and different dips. Either way, I try to eat it. I like the garnish. That's always nice. I used to do the same thing. Chucky's thinking that's like more of a ham and cheese. It kind of looks like it. Almost looks like it's got some there's onions. It almost looks like a homemade pizza kind of thing too. Tonight's fish was sea bass. Oh, fancy. Very nice there, Benji. Very nice. Frank Netabetty, summer bodies are made in the winter. Yeah. Jack Attack said orange foam. Does Benji have orange foam headphones? There's as much orange as he can find in there. Oddbjorn, what do you got? I've got a new friend. He started using the water thing right away. A new friend. Oh. Oh, he's supposed to be there. Okay. For those okay, the little tiny, is that a little rat dude kind of thing? I don't have zoom on here. And then there's a robot in the background speaking. That's cool. Let's see where he's running around, doing his thing. Good deal. Good deal. It's cool to have a little buddy running around. I used to know people that bought a shitload of house geckos and just let them go in their house, and they were there for years. You'd just be chilling, and they just come running randomly up. The cat's broken. Oh, Flat Cat's headphones? Oh, they could have been orange. Yeah, okay. Little ratatouille going on there. Toto, we're not in Barnsley anymore. No, we're not. Graham says it looks like a deep pan pizza to me. Might be. Either way, it looks damn good. That's all I'm talking about. What's up, Frank Netabetty, by the way? I can feel that scratchy ear foam. That's why I like these. These are, like, you know how there's certain microfiber that feels grippy? It almost feels like the like Velcro-y. Like, it just feels weird. And then you got the microfiber, like, plush that's, like, really soft. That's what these are. They're like $10. Because the ones that come with these headphones, they're nice. They're like the fake leather stuff. They're nice. They're comfortable. Unless you wear glasses. And then they kind of push in. Whereas this soft plushy stuff is awesome. I mean, like, y'all see me do 24-hour streams with these on, and they're great. It also gives a good testament to the chair as well. Benji says I'm going to make apple pie tomorrow. Well, okay. Well, make sure you make enough for the channel. Graham Shaw says Cureleaf. Oh, yeah, there's that. I think we got Cureleaf stuff around here, too. Maybe it might be one of them ones that's in a few different states. Oh, man, I haven't showed you. I guess when I get back from Pussies and Pianos, I'll show you what I got something for poofers. I got something for Lee. I can't believe I forgot to grab that the other night. And she's actually been using the fuck out of it. So yeah, I'll grab that during Pussies and Pianos. I think you will enjoy and appreciate. It's a common house mouse, says Oddbjorn. He's very afraid, so had to be still. The cat is out of commission at the moment. So you just kind of chilling with him there, or like, how's that work? You just letting him do his thing until the cat's better, and then let the cat sort it out? I've been watching a lot of the Artemis 2 mission. I pop in every once in a while. I know they're just about there. I was looking at the NASA channel, I think it was sometime yesterday, and they were like about halfway there or something like that to the moon. But yeah, I've been smoke spot. Oh, okay. Frank Netabetty sent us a picture where he was having a smoke before the stream. But yeah, I've been poking in here and there. Ron Hona says the toilet has been fixed. That's good. And this is where Frank Netabetty was earlier. That's definitely a nice spot to relax with a puff. I concur. Thank you for that. That's all right in my kitchen. Off to Button Moon. You're gonna button moon. Are they going to button it up, make it put its pants back on so it's not mooning everybody? Trading, are you feeding the mouse till the cat gets better? Fattening it up a little bit? Pianoman says, I see some big-ass mice in downstairs garden quite often. Yeah, I know there's a couple mice that I see every once in a while, like outside running around, but there's definitely not anything coming in. I've never seen a mouse in here. Which at this point, I would assume the scent of the cats would be enough to make them reconsider, because there's more than one. What's up, Chicago Ted? Sorry I'm late, I needed to get off first. We may need a little more clarification on that statement, Ted. Boy, that's a whole lot of a statement right there. Might need to clarify there on what you needed to get off first. Uh-oh, and better not miss the Pussies, says Ronona. Yep, it is coming up. Scary winds. Yeah, it's pretty windy out a lot of places today, over here too. My trail cam showed the neighbor's cat jumping on the back of a possum. Aw, he went to play wrestle. It was WrestleMania! That's all that was. Alright. Is this empty? Well, I'm going to get another one of them. I'll grab what I got for poofers. And I will be back here shortly. And let us get Pussies and Pianos going now that ad is done. Where is Rob at? There is Rob. All right. Enjoy Pussies and Pianos, and I will see you in a few. Alrighty. Thank you for those, Pianoman. That button there. Always good to hear as usual. I can hear that steam machine there, that Sterling machine going ham behind me. Where'd Ronnie go? Oh, he's out. Zoop. All right, Twitch music, go. What's up, Brantley? Watching college basketball. All right. I don't know that I have ever actually watched any college basketball. I've never been into basketball at all. Honestly, I probably would be if it weren't for the fact that since I was tall in school, oh, you should play basketball, you should play basketball, you should play basketball. Like, no, I fucking shouldn't. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, I heard it all the time. I think that's why I just don't give a fuck about basketball. I just get tired of hearing that shit. What about Kitty behind the door? Oh, I stuck his, I picked his plate up. When he goes, here you go. When he steps off, because he moves because he's afraid of Ronnie, because Ronnie's kind of an asshole to him still. But as you see, if you look the dead center of the picture, you can see the food he knocked off his plate. But I just stick it in the door, like the plate is sitting right on the other side of that door, and he'll just eat it there because he sits at the door. That's like his spot to be. He'll sit right behind the door on the right side there, on the hinge side. He's either there or he found one of the old cat hangouts in the basement that's under the stairs. There's like a little pocket in there I left just to see if the cats would find it, and they did, and like they would hang out there all the time. So no, he's there. He's got his food, and he'll finish that off. No, you actually see him looking. Oh, you can see him eating. You can see him moving a little bit in the top corner, right? Yeah, you can see him in there. You can kind of see him behind the door. Yeah, he's there. He's chowing down. He's good. Yeah, I make sure that, I do my best to make sure he gets as much food as everybody else, since he typically walks away. But Poofers, is the food sniper, and she, I don't know, they're eating kind of slow. Maybe they're not real keen on this flavor. Who knows? I don't watch basketball. I meant baseball. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really watch baseball anymore either, but yeah, that's cool. Oh, watching college baseball. No, you actually typed that right. I don't know why I read that basketball. That was my fault. Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe I have to see what flavor that was. But I don't know. I always buy just the big bulk pack of multi-flavored stuff because it's cheap. But I mean, they eat it anyway. They just seem to eat it slower. Lockwatcher. I'm really not into sports ball. Yeah. Truckee Dane gallbladder. Apparently, cats do not like the taste of bile. I would. Oh, right. As far as like feeding them stuff, maybe. Chicago Ted, come on. I know Artemis 2 was cobbled together out of parts laying around for a jobs program. But they don't even have a fan control switch. Yeah, we were talking about that when we were watching it on Wednesday. Like, I did the Lego MRE thing up until the launch, and then we watched that for a while. But the whole thing is they're spending billions of dollars to launch Artemis 2 using equipment that's 30 years old, 30, 40 plus years old, that cost billions of dollars to make originally, and then we're just spending it. Never got used, so that billions got wasted. And then they're like, oh, we finally have a use for it. Billions of dollars later. Like, they could have just designed some new shit, and it probably would have saved a little bit of money. I mean, unless you had Boeing involved, and then you're all fucked. We got a couple other pictures coming in that just showed up. We'll get to those. Yeah, this must be. I know there is occasionally a flavor that pops up that like everybody takes their time eating. Because if she isn't just pounding it down, then guess it's just not their favorite. I'll have to see what it is. Like, I will try to avoid it, whatever it is. And when I have figured out that I need to keep the bedroom door closed when I'm streaming, because with it open, it like allows more return air to go through the bedroom than through this room. So this room doesn't get ventilated quite as well with that door open. So that'll be getting closed a little more often. Apparently he's going to have spaghetti with garlic bread for dinner. What kind of sauce you having on there, champ? My cats devour their rolls, wet food, says Frank Netabetty. Yeah, I haven't looked much into different stuff. I probably should try maybe some different things. Let's do Lego Space Exploration. Well, I got enough Lego space stuff here. We pretty much could. Spaghetti sauce or tomato sauce? Well, I mean, like, what's in it? Is it like meat sauce, regular sauce? It's got some garlic. We got any seasonings? It's just out of a bottle. I mean, at the very least, is it a meat sauce? Has it got like some meat in there? Or is it just regular old like tomato sauce? If you're gonna come talking food on this channel, you better come prepared, especially if Fama's here. Like Fama will he will destroy your brain with the culmination of recipes he can throw at you. At the very least, yes, it must have some kind of garlic in it for it to be considered proper. I don't know, now she's eating mom's food. She's weird. Dirty spaghetti. Regular old tomato sauce when my mom makes it for us. Gotcha. All right. So apparently they get you gifts. They think you are a bad hunter, says Oddbjorn. Yes, yes. They, cats think that we don't know how to hunt, so they tend to give us food if we, help them out. AJM. Who are we welcoming? As this thing keeps trying to scroll on me, I'm like fighting that fucker. Alright. What do we got? Oh yeah, let's crack this fresh. Then I'll show you what we got, or what I got for poofers. And then I'll show you the couple pictures that showed up. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that on the floor and let it tink against the UVC light. Chicago says got to have a little spice on that spaghetti. Yeah, when I make my spaghetti sauce, besides the ridiculous amount of minced garlic that gets sorted out with it, I do like putting some spicy in there. A little bit cayenne. Maybe a little bit of, just a little bit of like some extra thick wing sauce kind of thing. Lots of ground beef, maybe some Italian sausage, diced onions that are also sauteed with the garlic. Okay, well, she's gone. Sorry about that. Ketchup plus butter, says C2S. No, not ketchup and butter. Plum Gob, I knew it was the end when the U.S. refined a biscuit as pie crust. Redefined a biscuit as pie crust. Oh, and by the way, Plum Gob, yes, you were 100% right with your thing about the brake cube for rears only. For those that don't understand, that cube that Clive showed, the little tool cube, the brake wrench as I call it, because that's just what I call them. Like I have two of them for lots of different cars. So your typical brake caliper in the front looks like a cup. Like, say, like, you know, this, way better. Looks like a cup. And, all the pressure comes in, pushes on your brake pad, because, like, the pad is actually getting pushed by the cup side, and all the pressure's coming in on the back. And on your front, it just pushes out, squeezes your brakes. When you let go of the brake pad, just the pressure of, it just gets pushed back out. Not much. Like, it's just enough to get off contact with the rotor and still occasionally maybe brush it, but just enough to release. Same thing in the back. The difference in the back is that little piston cup is also threaded, has a threaded part on it, so that when you hit the emergency brakes, it'll twist that cup out. on its threads, as opposed, because you're not hitting the brake pedal and using hydraulic pressure to close it. You're still using a brake cable, and that brake cable has a ratcheting system on that spool. It's basically a spool piston or whatever. So it clicks in until it's tight, and then when you release, it backs that back out. There's a spring on it that will, back the threading back out. And it's also self-adjusting because it only backs out a certain amount. So as you click it in, if it goes further than the tolerance once, then when it lets go, it will only go back so far. So it can adjust itself as you go, which generally works. Like any self-adjusting thing, sometimes it just doesn't. But yeah, so what happens is when you go to compress that piston back in, like on the front, you just use tool. You can use a fucking screwdriver if you do it right, C-clamp to push everything back together in the brake caliper. On the back, if you try to do that, you're going to destroy the threads trying to, do something that should just twist. So you put that on, ratchet it back in, and you're good to go. That way, the piston can be fully compressed and actually fit over the brake rotors and all that good stuff. All right. Let me take a quick drink, and then we grab the poofer thing. Okay. So, every time I go to bed, Poofers runs over. Like, as soon as she hears me tell the Amazon device that it's bedtime, and everything turns off and fans turn on, she'll come running from pretty much anywhere in the house. And she snuggles up with me under the blanket for a little while, and then she'll kind of do her thing. I think it only lasts so long because, like, when I'm laying down, I'm a little fucking in furnace, and I think she actually overheats. But because of that, a lot of times when she's napping, I'll just kind of reach over and put my blanket on top of her. So, what I decided to do instead of always having to get weird with my blanket, I just went ahead and made her own blanket. And I just kind of lay this next to me, and she sleeps on this every night. And then I'll remember, like, if I wake up at some point, and I'll reach over and I'll pull the other half on her, so that she can get all blankied up. And it's like nice, soft, and everything. Like, it's on the merch site. I actually posted it in case anybody wanted a poofer's blanket, and it's different sizes. But nah, like, I fucking this is nice. She loves it. Like, since day one, she sleeps on this every night now. This is your first kid mod. Yeah. Hell yeah, floofer blankets, says Chicago Ted. Yeah, it's decent. I like it. It squishes the waterlogged brake fluid back into the lines in the brake fluid. Well, yeah, it's definitely flush as needed. Wirt's Big Bro. Hey, Scruff, are you following the spaceship to the moon? A little bit here and there. I have been checking on it once, twice a day. I know they're really close to the moon at this point. If I'm not mistaken, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, they should pretty fucking close to the moon. So I'll be checking after I'm done this stream and the sub stream on Twitch when we're cleaning the Glock here in about an hour. What's up, Phasma? Well, let's see. This is first kid blanket. Yeah, okay. Are we caught up on every? Oh no, we got stuff that got sent in. Hold on. Black Watcher just made a grilled cheese and bacon spam with buffalo spiced cheese. You put spam on your grilled cheese? That looks like ham. Where are we at here? Either way, I'm not a big spam guy, but I'll try it in different foods because I'm sure something will complement it properly at some point. Well, that looks good, man. That's a real nice even brown you got there, which means you cooked it right. It was probably you cooked it right. The pan was preheated or already hot, because that's the only way you get an even cook like that. And that slice of bread was flat as fuck. Because if you got a lumpy slice of bread, you ain't getting that kind of an even cook right there. So that looks good. That looks good. I like that. I like that. And from Chicago Ted, President Crispy. a president of the people and a talented Subaru mechanic as well. Here's our President Crispy. Looking good. Oh, look, Benji. Benji still here? He's got an orange collar. Clippy, clippy. It's good to see the Prez is doing well. God, I thought that was a frickin' raccoon launcher in the back there. How's that? How'd that get to you? Like, are you on final production of your raccoon launcher there, Lock Launcher? Floofy kitty. Thank you for that. Thank you for the update on the Prez. Squish that back down there. That's up there. And that's over there. Spam on grilled cheese is amazing, says Frank Nutterbetti. I fry up Spam and add it to my box of mac and cheese. I've heard of people doing that too. CDOS, Spam is too expensive for the taste to me. Yeah, I don't even know how much it costs anymore. I don't know when I've ever bought it, if I ever have. Locke says they will pass the moon at 4,000 miles. Will look like a basketball at arm's length. That's pretty good. Part of Flemgob says part of the escape and evade training for U.S. pilots is if someone shows them a hobnob and asks what is the name of this sweet treat, they are told to say it's a biscuit, then they know they aren't American. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, because everybody hates America. Like, I fucking get it. Like, you know, I get it. Locke says, my grilled cheese grilling has a lot to do with the inductive stove. Yeah, that does a real good even heat. That would help. Add Marmite to grilled cheese. Oh, yeah, I still got to try that. How many presidents do we have now? Well, we have President Orange. We have President Crispy. I don't know that anyone else is claiming to be president. I mean, I know which president is mine. Hail, Mr. Crispy. Bacon bits are better in connection with cheese. Just my not so humble opinion. I use bacon bits on a lot. Because I go and I get like the whatever brand it is. They have like, it's the real, it's like actual pieces of bacon, not like the generic stuff, which is just salty brown TVP, textured vegetable protein. Which is fine. I mean, that's fine too. I like that. I like the TVP, like the fake bacon bits. I find that better in salads because it gives it a little extra crunch. But I like real bacon bits. Like if I'm making sandwiches or burgers and I don't feel like doing a whole thing of bacon, if I'm gonna take the bacon bits, all you do, like a lot of people, like they've tried it on burgers and like, it just doesn't taste right because you're taking it and it's cold. But if you take real bacon bits, put them in the pan for just like a minute or two, especially if you're cooking a burger and there's a little grease, you rehydrate it and heat it up, and then it tastes like fresh cooked bacon again, like you just cooked it. So that's kind of like the little hint. If you want to use a little shortcut for putting bacon on your burgers, you get the real bacon bits and then just heat them up in your burger juice for a moment. Put your cheese on, put your bacon bits on top of that, put a little more cheese on there, and fucking you're good to go. Black pudding and macaroni cheese dirty mac. That's at that point, if it's black pudding, if you don't know, black pudding is fucking blood pudding. I mean, you might as well, in mac and cheese, you might as well just call it bloody mac. Bloody mac. You want some bloody mac? Raccoon launcher is being delivered this week. Nice. Very good. Let's see. Make sure I'm caught up there. Okay. Did not know what bacon spam is. The spam I used is bacon. Oh, they have flavored spam now. All right. That's got my curiosity going. Trekkie says, I just buy a piece of bacon and slice it, slice some of those slices, and then freeze most of it. I do that sometimes. Like, a good breakfast, you want, like, bacon. But for a quick sandwich and something you do it, like, for me, making a burger, when I make my, like, almost farm burger, Graham Shaw's off the bed. You have to get up in approximately 6 hours, if I'm guessing, if I remember right. You sleep well as well. But for me, making a farm burger, which is, well, for lately it's been farm burger light because I haven't had turkey. I keep forgetting to get turkey lunch meat or any kind of turkey meat. But farm burger light for me, it's a third pound hamburger, chicken patty, cheese, bacon, onions if I have them. I'll put garlic down first in the pan and lightly saute it a little bit, and then put the burger in just to give it that little extra. And you scrape the shit off the bottom and put it on there. That's fucking key because you all know the flavors in the shit that's left in the pan, right? But when I make that, like I can do that in like 10 minutes. Like that is not hard to do in a pan with a burger, just frying it right there. So that's like a quick meal for me. Whereas if I were to cook these slices of bacon, that would add like another 10 minutes just to cook the bacon. So I'm that, and it's just messier. So I prefer just to do that for breakfast because then I'm taking my time when I'm doing my thing anyway. There are various spams, including jalapeno. I wonder if they have jalapeno bacon. That would really get me tempted. I got to go to the store this week anyway. I guess I'll take a look. Phasma, what's up? Let's see, only one piece of bacon divided? I believe that's illegal in at least 73 countries and all 50 states, for sure. Yeah. Any burger requires bare minimum 2 slices of full-size bacon, not burger bacon. I call that burger. Like when they got those little tiny like half slices that aren't quite it. You need at least 4 full-length slices of bacon, which on a typical burger means you may have 6, cut it in a third kind of thing, like equivalent length, you know what I mean? 2 full slices minimum. If you have a bigger burger, you may need 3 or 4 minimum. There's kind of a maximum because, you want to put the bacon on the burger, not the burger on the bacon. Because, I mean, at that point, you might as well just fucking eat the bacon by itself and get all the bullshit out of the way. You know what I mean? But I would think typically optimal bacon is roughly half the thickness of the burger once you stack the bacon. So that's kind of where I'm at. Spam pick scent. Oh, yep. Not that kind of spam pick, this kind. Korean barbecue? Wow, they're trying all kinds of shit. Hot and spicy. I mean, I guess maybe we'll try some fucking spam. Maybe it'll taste good with Marmite on it. God, I don't know. That almost sounds horrible. That is just like you eat that and like you just turn into a salt statue. All right, what are the cats doing? Anything fun out there? No. All right. Triggerdian, exactly. A decent thickness of bacon is the whole point of a bacon cheeseburger. Yes. You mean turkey bacon, the god level bacon? No, not turkey bacon. Turkey bacon is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with turkey bacon. I will eat turkey bacon as long as you fucking tell me it's turkey bacon ahead of time, which you really don't have to, because it's usually really fucking obvious by looking at it, because it's just lazy, flat, boring ass fucking bacon. But turkey bacon not on burgers. Not on burgers. That's fine as an alternate to regular bacon at breakfast, but turkey bacon on burgers is just not great. Oh, I missed top of the hour too. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna work on something for top of the hour reminders. Yeah, let's do this one. Actually, no, let's do this one. This is strawberry banana. I decided to get one of those. So, cheers, everybody. Top of the hour, a little late as we do. The best kind of bees. Boobies. Turkey bacon is good with sliced turkey breast and sandwiches. I've had turkey bacon on turkey sandwiches, and that's pretty good. Like, it's surprising when you mix different versions of the same food together, how they just taste good. Like, I got bored once. I made mashed potatoes just the way I make mashed potatoes. I didn't have anything gravy. I didn't have anything else to eat with them except putting butter on them, which is fine. You know, put half a tub of butter on them. And then I saw a bag of potato chips and I went, I wonder what would happen. So I took the potato chips and I ate the mashed potatoes like it was a dipping sauce, and it was really fucking good. And I'm like, I guess that makes sense. They're the same thing. So yes, definitely try different versions of the same base product together, even if they wouldn't normally go together, because it may complement each other quite well. I mean, I'm sure there's an exception to that rule, but I can tell you at least that. Turkey pepperoni's good. Yeah, turkey pepperoni's good. Local Smokehouse puts out turkey pepperoni sticks. Oh, well, that's the fucking spot right there. If you got a local spot that puts that out, it's not some overly processed bullshit, then hell yeah, that'll be fucking good. There, Frank. Yeah, absolutely. A little early for that farm, but we're getting there. Turkey bacon on a greasy burger. What's the point? Exactly. Yeah, kind of like going to McDonald's, getting a fucking like 2 number 2s and a Diet Coke. Like, shut the fuck up with that. Chicago Ted is making pizza dough in the kitchen with the Chromebook going. There you go. Yeah, I haven't really I don't really hang out in the living room much. I'm actually working on like being more conscious of like hanging out in the living room instead of just chilling in the bedroom watching TV, because it's actually like better for you to stop associating like bedroom with watching TV and make it so that like you go in and either go right to sleep or maybe watch something quick and go to bed, because then your body will be, oh, we're in bed, so I guess we're just going to stay up and watch TV, that kind of thing. That's why they kind of encourage you to do TV in another room, and I get it. Oh Christ, where the fuck was I going with that? Oh, Chromebook. The first Chromebook I bought is my living room laptop. It's a little HP 13 or 14. It was literally like $120 in 2020. And it still works. And I was looking at it and I went, wow, I don't think I've even plugged that in 2 years. Since I got my newer Chromebook. So I plugged it in, fired up, downloaded like a bunch of updates, and was good to go. Spark says it's like going to a whorehouse for a cuddle. There you go. How much cannabis was consumed before? Before what? Making pizza? Hopefully a lot, because that'll be a better pizza. Which is heavier, a gallon of water or a gallon of butane? The water, because butane is a lighter liquid. Boy. Does your dog have a pee-pee in the down right? Because it has the shape of... No, that's his tail. That's the tail, derp. Mewahall. Mewhaw? What's that, when cats move? No, making pizza dough, not pizza. Or no, did I say dough? Either way, I haven't made pizza dough in probably 5 years. I used to have a bread machine. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll get back, because I really do want to make a good rustic, crusty bread, but you really kind of need a dough machine for that. A little mini, like I had a little mini, one of those cubes, and it was one that would mix it and cook it if you wanted to. So like you'd have this big cube bread with a hole in it where the mixer was. My doctor wanted me to reduce my salt intake. No longer salting my food. Been eating Spam and hot dogs. Staying with the safer processed foods. Yes. That's the classic American diet there. Oh, no salt. Okay, I'll just eat stuff that is made of salt. Dark Lord, good morning and happy Senegalese Independence Day, Anagolian Peace Day, NATO Day, World Rat Day, Dr. Scruff. When you're not petting or uniting the tiger and crane style fist, have you tried or even enjoyed reading any of the world's biggest source? Yeah, I've actually finished it. I've been like waiting weeks for you to show up. Now I forget what I was going to say, so now I have to go look that back up. Let's see. Hold on. What the? Oh, why did it give me Bagelsaurus? What the fuck is Bagel? Bagelsaurus is a bagel shop. Okay, well, that's not Beaglesaur. Why didn't it just pop up? Beaglesaurus. There it is. Yes. Let's see. Click that. I find that site to be a little weird sometimes when you're trying to click into the different sections and chapters. How it it's just weird. Like sometimes it just always just goes to the menu when you're trying to read or when you're trying to move on to the next thing. I feel like there isn't a section 5 yet because whenever I click on that, it just goes to the main menu. But yes, to answer your question, people on Titan do lay eggs, but it's usually only on Thursdays and if the moon is in the southwest quadrant. But yeah, no, that's like it's all good, dude. It definitely gets better as you go, just in style and format kind of thing. But nah, I dig it. Let me hold on. Oh, there, back. Copy. So if y'all want, I posted this before a while ago, but if you want a goofy ass read by the Dark Lord here, there's Beaglesaurus on Twitch and YouTube. But yeah, I've actually seen the eggs. I have actually seen those eggs. I know some people, or well, knew some people out there. Yeah. Is Captain leaving? Off for bed for now. Getting really tired. Next time. All right, Captain Barrett, if you're still listening. The foremost Beaglesaurus reader, even my most dedicated reader, is only halfway through book 2. I read, when I get into the reading thing, I just read fast. That's because when I was growing up, like I would burn through Stephen King novels. Like I read, like the Tommyknockers. There's a movie for it, nowhere fucking close as good as the book was. Like the Tommyknockers, it's like a 750-ish page book. It was so fucking good. I read it in 25 hours. Like I didn't sleep that weekend. I just read and read that fucking book. And I'll do that all the time. Like if something that's good reading, once I get into it, once I can find the flow, which nowadays, like we were talking about a few weeks ago, it's harder for me to find the flow. But once I find that flow, dude, I'm just in and I'm reading. So, well, there you go. 2 more chapters until book 5. Oh, okay. All right. So it's kind of like a place marker there. Word, I get it. Fama, smoking, Rob. I was thinking of other endeavors. My doctor told me to do something that made me out of breath every day, so I started smoking. Probably not the best way to do that, but hey, you know what? Clock, what? What do you mean hot dogs are made of salt? It says right on the pack, all meat hot dogs. Yeah, that's some kind of meat. Yeah, it's generally meat and half meat. It's half salt. Yeah, but I'm not saying that it don't taste good. So Frank Netabitty, I've been burning through pages of previous documents about issues and parts to repair issues from reoccurring. Those are the fun ones. Dark Lord says the current release feature is I finish one of the main parts of the story, then release them one chapter a day until the part is over. Oh, okay. A semi-meat substitute? There's just no really good meat substitutes out there. Can you play Sprunky? It turns nice to horror. Yeah, I looked at Sprunky. That's really not my thing there, Brantley. I appreciate the recommendation, but yeah, not every game is my style. That's definitely not one of my style games. I can see like that it would be a good game if you were into that, but I'm not really into that style game. Little Jim, what do you have going on here? Ooh. Holy shit, okay. Just a little wildlife drama Thursday afternoon on the road outside my place. A sparrow hawk got a pigeon. How much of that can I show? Yeah, I can show the first two pictures, but the rest of them, yeah, I definitely can't. I ain't showing that. All right, I'll show you the first two pictures. YouTube gets a little weird with some of those other pictures. That was a pigeon. It definitely was after this picture. But that's how nature works. Can't really show you the other ones because YouTube doesn't care that that's how nature works. And yeah, maybe some of you don't want to see that anyway. That's a little brutal. But yeah, all right. Did you touch the black hat? No, I didn't try playing it. I just looked at it. Frank, I've been burning through pages. Oh, pages. Okay, yeah, sorry. The salt comes from some parts of the meat. Yes, some meat may be saltier than others. Block, my mom had a stand mixer, and in the house we had wood heat for rising and proofing the dough. Well, shit, then it probably tastes fucking amazing because that's going to be a good goddamn way to do it. Sparrow hawks are savage buggers, says Pianoman. Yeah, some of them birds can be a little. Little Jim says, yeah, I wasn't sure if you could, but a beautiful bird. Yeah. That's, I know how to self-edit if need be, but no, I appreciate that. Like, you don't necessarily get to see something like that right up close. Actual cuts of beef and pork. Sometimes. Beef, pork, whatever fell on the floor, whatever the last factory didn't need. Jacques Attack. At dinner, my frustrated dad said, so napping and sitting around are seriously your only hobbies? You told me that you were interesting. No, I corrected. I said that I was into resting. Yeah, like sometimes smaller outfit butchers actually make good product, but some others are a horror show like Burger Factory. Some of that meat is gray. Yeah, if you're looking for a local butcher, it's one of them things you gotta keep asking around because you will eventually find someone that either knows somebody or find someone that actually goes. Like, I know there's a butcher in my area. I've never been to him, but I've heard enough about him to know that when it's time to go, I'm going to that guy, kind of thing. And he's only fucking, 8-9 minutes from the house if I drive. A tootly toot. Mr. S will give a toast. 20 after. Like I said last time, grab a shot, grab a drink, grab a puff, grab a vape, grab a dab, dabba-dabba-doo. Pinch a nipple, smack your own booty, smack someone else's booty, within reason. But either way, cheers, everybody. As long as the sawdust is left out. Yeah, I guess that depends on what state you're in. For the most part. Yeah, stop by stop by this store today as well. Stock up a little bit. You got to put an S on it there, Brantley. Cheers. Not cheer. Dark Lord gifted 1 tier sub to Phasma. Nice. They've given 3 subs in this channel. 7, and it says 7 out of 10. What does that mean? I don't know. Uh-oh. Frank Netabetty redeemed a dark voice. I mean, guess kind of deep voice.
MK, what do you mean that sawdust is the best part? Yeah, I mean, if you get a good cedar in there, a nice cedar hot dog would probably be great. Absolutely fabulous. Dang, it's been a 4 in the morning night. It's almost 1:30 here, so I'll be going to bed now. Have a nice rest of stream, everyone. Oh, thank you, buddy. Have a good evening and sleep well. Oh, boy. Let's see, yabba dabba doo. What? Why is this time of year Arnold Schwarzenegger's favorite? Because he has to love Easter, baby. Has to love Easter, baby. Oh. Alright, let's see. Are we caught up? That. Oh, yeah. At the time. Okay, we can turn that back.
So tomorrow, I was going up there anyway, so I just go see my parents, my stepmom, my dad. Yeah, I knew that was coming. That you two fucking planned this shit.
So, yeah, tomorrow when I go up to my parents for Easter, not for Easter, but like I just needed to get up there and but it's good enough excuse, as it were. So she will finally be getting the lamp. And if, for those that have not seen we planned nothing. Yes, you did. Yeah. So she'll finally be getting her lamp. If you haven't seen it, this was my grandma's lamp. From a really long time ago. That wasn't working anymore. And my stepmom didn't know what to do with it. So, she gave it to me. Because I said I'd find something to do with it. And then we fixed it on the channel. So here's the whole thing. One of those. And bottom, top, both. The switch gets wiggly, it's fine. Actually, I'm not real impressed by that switch, but yeah. So I converted it to LED, and it is also battery powered. So if the lights go out, she still has something. Boop, boop, boop. There we go.
So she will finally be getting that back. And she doesn't know that I updated it to all LED stuff. 10,000 milliamp hour battery in it. Runs for about 10 hours. So you like that turret? You like fixing when I was fixing that up? Yeah, it seems to be working good. It gets a little wiggly like that with the switch, but like if you're not moving, if it's sitting still, it doesn't do that. If it gets any worse, I'll just replace the switch thing. That wasn't too bad. I wasn't doing that last time, though. Maybe I'll hit it with some, actually, yeah, maybe I'll hit it with a little deoxit in there, just to keep everything nice and smooth and lubied, since I got, is that both two Zippo things? That's weird. Where's my deoxit? Oh, it's right there. Okay. I forgot that's on the pegboard now. I printed a cup actually, no, that's in the thing I bought. Fits it pretty good. Soylent Green, always tasty. Definitely some sauteed garlic and onion is really good with Soylent Green. The possessed lamp she tried to throw away. It wasn't possessed, it just didn't work. Now it looks possessed, but that's just from me bouncing around holding it. What? You redeemed what? I don't see any redeemy things. Unless I missed something. Anyway. Lights go out. A scream was heard. Scruff got hit with a flying turd. I mean, you gotta realize I am in a house with 4 cats and 3 litter boxes. And when they get the zoomies, like, it is fucking like NASCAR out there. So the possibility of getting hit by a flying turd in this house, it's not zero. It is not zero. Right, Netabetty with Let's Hydrate, everybody. Grab, like, if you have something other than beer, if not, whatever. But I'm going to actually drink water, because my kidneys would appreciate that. So, have a drink, everyone. Thanks there, Frank. How much do you spend on green every month? At this point, see, that'll last. What I got today will last, like, probably 300, maybe. It kind of depends on the month, I guess, too, and what the fuck's going on. Like this past month, probably didn't use 3. I think I only used about 200 worth. And that's a combination of vape and flour. Every once in a while, I'll get like an edible, like if something's coming up. But besides that, I used to do a lot more, though. But that was when I had a lot more bullshit going on, too. Mr. S, thanks for the stream off the bat. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. You do the same. And oh yeah, I guess I probably could have mentioned that earlier, but tomorrow after I get back, I should be finishing Subliminal. For those that were watching me play Subliminal yesterday, I should be finishing that. Or not Subliminal, fucking Poppy Playtime 5. So as you watched me play Poppy yesterday, I will finish that tomorrow after I get back, assuming I get back at a reasonable time. If not, I'll fucking force myself to do it Monday, even though Mondays are usually my sleep all day. But I need that to not be anymore, because I waste I gotta move around more. Like, I'm always fucking tired, but I gotta move around more when I get home. It gets a little annoying sometimes. What is that? Something more YouTube friendly, a little kit I am working on. Okay. Oh, hold on, let me do something with that. That there. Okay. There we go. From Little Jim. Ground, transmit, receive, LEDs. What is that? That looks so fucking familiar. Is that an ultrasonic thing? Or is that a LED in there? God, it looks like I know I have this downstairs in that like Mega AT or whatever the hell kit it is downstairs. I got a set of these. The motion is the lotion, says Chicago Ted. Abso-fucking-lutely, baby. Sensor kind of looks like a sensor. Well, it is 2 things, so you wouldn't have necessarily have 2 transmitters. I don't know. Guess we'll see. I assume Little Jim is still probably here. It's got Chinese written on it. That's always helpful. Girth Brooks, what's up, buddy? Well, hello to you too. An electric eye, yeah, kind of thing. And I don't know. Oh yeah, yep. It's ultrasonic. Should levitate a polystyrene ball between the sensors when finished. Oh no shit. Okay. I thought that was ultrasonic. So that's cool. Little levitation kind of blicky thing. Is it going to be like a hidden thing or just like just a project to look at kind of thing? You'll levitate my balls? Well, if you're going to pick them up, you better fucking put them right against your chin and everything else that involves their balls. I want good slappage, you know? I want good slap on that chin. All right. That's cool. I'll dig that. Like, I assume you'll be sending us pictures when it shows when you're done. Yes, please. All right. Well, let's see. I know there's a measurable percentage of people in chat that would probably also want to get in line behind that. So start lining up, folks. Girth Brooks is going to earn that name. A brushless induction encoder. Why are you using big words? You call for... Well, how are you going to do that? I mean, that would literally... can you... I mean, that would be... You'd be trying to fuck yourself. I'm not telling you to go fuck yourself, but I mean, if you're trying to go first when we're in line to... Then you would have to... Would that count? If someone... If someone actually fucked themselves, would the next person, would that be considered sloppy seconds? Or would you still be firsty? That's something to think about. If you fuck yourself, is the next person getting sloppy seconds, or is it still considered fresh because you weren't actually fucked by somebody else? Let's see, I complained to my son, it's a shame nothing is built in the UK anymore. The TV we just bought says built-in antenna. And to be perfectly honest, I don't even know where that is. Oh, good lord. If I rub your head, how many wishes do I get? One messy one. That's pretty much what you'll get out of that. Appreciate the follow there. Broccoli head. Nice. Broccoli head. All right. Ultratort says if it's sloppy, it's sloppy, and seconds if it's second. But were you first if you fuck yourself? Like, does it count that you fucked yourself? Like, does that really first if someone else is waiting? I don't know. That's. We should put that in front of the Supreme Court. Let's see if we can get a ruling on that, because that also is going to dictate how because I mean, at that point, if you tell someone to go fuck themselves, like you're encouraging them to do good. You're encouraging them to have fun. So is this going to change? Could a legal ruling change how we insult people when we tell them to go fuck themselves? Could this be kind of like in the UK when you call someone a cunt, it's like a high five, everything's cool, but when you say call someone a cunt in the US, they fucking piss themselves and act like you just put liquid napalm in their fucking ears, you know what I mean? We could take it back. We're taking it back, folks. Go fuck yourself. Hey, man, you know what? Thank you. You can go fuck yourself too, buddy. Hey, thank you. I think I will. Ow. Ooh. Oh, where's Norman at? We need a stretch. We're taking it back. Rob asked, does being fucked in the head count? Well, see, that's a whole other loaded question. No pun intended. I mean, Christ, I guarantee we can go find a live feed where someone is fucking blowing themselves. That's probably fairly fucking... There we go. There's a stretch. Everybody stretch it out. Y'all been sitting around for at least 2 hours. I mean, if you're fucking sucking your own dick, is that... Because some people, I mean, that is sexual stuff, so would that be considered fucking? Because I wouldn't consider that fucking. Fucking is, like, not oral related, generally speaking. You know, fucking would be considered the main goal of the whole, you know what I'm saying? Whether you're a dude, whether you're a chick, whatever hole is your main hole, that would be where the fucking happens. I mean, I suppose if, like, you have no ass and dick or vagina and you're just hobbling around, like, with no waist, then I guess your mouth would then be your main fuck hole. But still, could you say you were fucking them if you were just fucking them in their mouth because they had no other holes? Wow. Getting deep. Getting deep. Appreciate that, Girth. Like you're getting us on a good topic of conversation. And people wonder why I don't monetize my streams. All right. DJ Bones off the bed. See you tomorrow. All right, buddy. I should be streaming. Should be. Check out the Ked Sizzle. Depends on how you like it. Yeah, I guess. When's the last anyone watched a good Comedy Central roast? Back before they were, back when it was the original crew. That's. I mean, we're talking at least 20 years. I got Scruffle and low volume, so not catching the entire conversation. Just occupied right now. By all means, be occupied. C2S says, honestly, I'm not a beer guy. Basically, they taste the same. Yeah, you're definitely not a beer guy then. Because there is a big difference between some beers. Some are fucking piss water, Coors Light. Some are fucking wicked way out there, like when you get some of those fucking like microbreweries with all the different shit. Null fucking is definitely interesting. What is null fucking, Ultra Tort? That's like dry humping? Is this what the Gen Z kids call dry humping, or is this something different? Between the Sheets with Dr. Scruff. I used to have a radio scruff called the Nipple Hour. I've talked about this once before. Like it was like I used to run a Winamp station, mostly just played music, but we also like had almost a setup similar to this. Me, and at one point I had a co-host, but I think he just wanted to be there so his name was mentioned. He was fucking useless as far as speaking on the radio was. But no, like I used to broadcast and like we'd have like 2,000 or 3,000 people listening, and I was doing that for about a year. Really bummed out that like none of the backups still exists. But yeah, I used to do the Nipple Hour. So I mean, if I were to do another thing like that, I'd probably just call it the Nipple Hour again. Guys, we had a regular that would call in. This one guy would call in and he would give us progress. He had a 16-ounce Coke bottle back when they were 16 ounces. And he was doing his best to fill it with splooge, his own. He was when you look up chronic masturbator, it was just him. Oops. Sorry. Hi. Like he got about halfway through the bottle before he said he just couldn't stand the smell when he opened it. I'm like, yeah, I fucking bet. I bet. We should have told him to put it in the fridge, but his parents probably would have found it because he lived at his house. But yeah. We had some interesting people on that. And it's funny, even on the Nipple Hour, I would also give like mechanical advice, which was always funny because just what you do. And we got to interview the GM fucking race team at one point. Their old, when they were running that 1100 horsepower 2-liter Ecotech, and they modified what the fuck came after the Cavalier? I don't even know if they make it was another C, wasn't it? I don't know, but no, I actually because of all that, I actually got to interview the GM front wheel drive race team, drag race team. Cobalt, yeah. They had a 1100 horsepower 2-liter Cobalt with a stock bottom end in it. That was a cool fucking interview. I usually get Molson Exports. Yeah, I don't really need beer anymore. Now that I just drink fucking hard apple cider, which is 5 or 8% anyway, and it actually tastes good. Of course, I also, when I was drinking Jack Daniels, I didn't drink it because it was whiskey and it got me drunk. I drank it because I actually truly enjoyed the fucking flavor. Like, just like some people like drinking an iced tea, some people like having a fucking Sprite over 7-Up. Jack Daniels just tasted good, which was a fucking problem for a little while. Don't forget your lambda sensor gets sluggish as the car ages. Yeah. You can clean them too. Some of them, like the one I have in the Suburban. I have a wideband in the Suburban, and that one you can clean it, take it out, hang it. You can put it in a cleaning mode, and it'll pulse the heater and shit to whatever it does, and it'll clean it and then recalibrate it. I forget what the hell was. I forget what was it. Auto Tune? Is that a brand of fucking wideband? I think something like that. I don't know. I'll put that fucking thing in there and like. How old is that wideband? Fuck, dude. Probably close to 10 years old. And it still works like a charm because I can compare it to the stock O2 sensor and the other header. And it works, still works pretty accurately. It's fun when you're driving up the mountain, coming back from Killer Mike's in the Suburban. It still runs like ass, but I drove it fucking, I've driven it, 1,000-mile trip to and back, both ways combined. Now about 1,000 miles. Through the mountains, it's fine. It just, it just got this weird misfire every once in a while. Just haven't dealt with it. But with that wideband in there, I could tell when the fuel system was cutting out because of the codes kicking in. Problem was, when you're going up a mountain, you don't want to stop to check the codes. And since it's old OBD1, as soon as you go over the mountain, the code would go away, and there's no way to pull it out of like any kind of a history. So I don't know. It might be an oxygen sensor code, because ceramic coat headers can burn out the oxygen sensors, but those fucking things are 10 years old too, and that's probably the fourth oxygen sensor I put into it. But I do have another one that I need to put in. Problem is, it just needs to be warm out. Because I've done so much modifications to the truck, oxygen sensors now have to be soldered in. There is no more plug. Because I've run single wire, 3-wire, and 4-wire sensors in there, trying to find one that worked better than the factory one. Like a little more snappy, a little more responsive, and I'm just back to the fucking stock one. It works fine. You ever show the cats any of the RC Lego driving? What do you mean? Like me driving some of my RC Lego stuff, or showing them YouTube videos there, C2S? The pubic hair pizza was pretty sick. Huh? Did Artemis 2 discover the cause of the burning smell in the shitter yet? I'm guessing someone ate something they weren't supposed to. But they had, wasn't something was running in there. Wasn't like one of the toilets running there, or the toilet fucked up for a minute there? Frank, I miss Winamp Radio. Apparently Winamp just popped back in. They're trying to be relevant again. Almost, I almost makes me want to do a Winamp radio station again, because it's just really easy to set up and just be done with it. Like, I have my MB server, which is like Netflix or Scrufflix, as Rob and some of the other ones call it. I mean, that's cool for audio, but like, you got to do this, you got to do Bob, like, you got to get to the audio. But that's why it's mostly for like movies and shit. But Winamp Radio, man, you just go, done, and then you were listening to, I mean, it was your super ultra custom Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, whatever. Like, that was the OG shit right there. What's up, Casper? Welcome. Jack Daniels tastes of coconut. I have never noticed that. I guess everything else in it kind of hides that flavor from me, because I fucking hate coconut. Ultra Stewart, I find that most ciders are too sweet and they mess with my guts. Yeah, that can be a thing. They are definitely sweet. That's why I usually get the blue label. If you're very observant, earlier I had a green label. That was the green apple, which is even sweeter. But I get the green apple every once in a while. But I typically stick with the crisp apple. It's not quite as sweet, but yeah, there is some sweet in there. And there have been a couple nights where I've gone to drink one, and before I opened it, I went, I'm not in the mood for sweet tonight, and then I put it back. But that's my thing. That's my jam now, I guess. I'm not interested in liquor or anything else. MK, Winamp is alive and well. Don't know about Winamp Radio, though. I thought that was that a plugin, or was that just kind of built into the package? But yeah, I know they're still around. Oh, maybe I'll set up a Winamp Radio station. Of course, who knows? I wonder what that happens with when you start dealing with copyright shit. I mean, I guess I couldn't like publicize the address too much, because then I might get hit with some copyright bullshit for broadcasting, even though it wouldn't be charging. But who knows? Chicago Ted says Jack Daniels tastes very sweet to me, but I like bourbon better. Yeah, it's got a little sweet to it, especially that Applejack. Applejack was really good. That apple flavored. It's like the winter. I think it was the winter blend or something like that. Was it the winter blend, or was it like an apple Jack Daniels and then a winter blend? I thought the winter blend was like apple cider blend. But anyway, whatever one was fucking apple, I just called it Applejack. If you mix it 50-50 with the Donald Duck brand, yes, there's a brand of orange juice called Donald Duck. I don't know what Disney has to do with it, but if you do Donald Duck pineapple orange juice 50-50 with the Jack Daniels apple stuff, it tastes like liquid bubble gum. There is no alcohol flavor in it. But I found the pineapple orange juice, not just orange juice, which is fine, but the pineapple orange juice is what made it perfect, like pink fucking bubblegum flavor. We're well aware of the Donald Duck brand juice, says Chicago Ted. Yeah, I've been drinking that shit since I was a fucking kid. Is that still around? I don't even know. But I guess whatever brand of, I don't want to lose Project Hail Mary. Donald Duck orange juice. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's when we'd always have it in a can. They always had frozen orange juice in a can when I was growing up. Donald Duck is orange juice, a long-running Disney licensed brand of 100% orange juice from concentrate, featuring no added sugar, high vitamin C, produced in Florida's natural growers. Originally introduced around 1940 or 1941, it is known as the longest running food product to have a Disney character. No shit. So this is like some historical shit then. I guess it's still around because they didn't say it wasn't. But yeah, I forgot. Yeah, always had the frozen orange juice. And you had the little fucking pour thing with the slidey lid. You know, it's strained or wide open, and you always had one that was just the right size for the orange juice. Yeah, frozen orange juice, man. That's a fucking thing, ain't it? Yeah, Kroger, Donald Duck, no pulp, 100% orange juice. So yeah, if they still make that in pineapple orange juice, get that. And some Applejack and get fucking wasted. Jack Daniels Tennessee Apple. That's it. Thank you, sir. That was it. Yeah, Jack Daniels Tennessee Apple, 50-50 with Donald Duck pineapple orange juice. You will, yeah, make sure the hospital is ready. So that's blue apple. Well, it's better than fucking other blue things. Makes my lungs lazy. That does not keep up for what? Luckily they're not 100% O2 anymore. What are we talking about? Apollo 1, I hope. Oh, okay, for like fuel and stuff. I bet you got Bugs Bunny carrot juice over there too. Not that I am aware of. Someone at Disney forgot. Yeah, probably. So it's licensed by Disney, but not Disney. Which mean they still make fucking money off of it, obviously. But instructions for madness on the stream today. There's always some kind of madness going on. And as a reminder, if anybody wants to stick around after the show ends in about 10-ish minutes for probably another 20, 30, whatever, I'm going to kill the YouTube stream and stay on Twitch. And going to clean the Glock and wipe things down and reload the mags for a little while if you want to hang out. Madness? I call it gladness. Yes, madness makes me happy. That's empty. I got that. Got that. Let's go with the strawberry banana. Like, hold on. You never know what Rob. Pianoman is he's both insane and intelligent at the same time, which, you know, as expected. No, okay. They do not actually make Bugs Bunny carrot juice because you know what? I could have missed it. Could have missed it. Could be a UK thing. Who knows? A cleaning tutorial? Not really. Like, what you see me do is what I saw someone else do, or, well, a bunch of other people do, because I look at a million videos when I gotta figure out what I want to do, but just get a quick rub down. You don't have to oil up Glocks too much. There's just a couple places. And just clean it up a little bit. A little bit more of a cleaning. Since I put 300 rounds through it today. And that was only like 45 minutes, which is perfect time. And that includes reloading about 250 of the rounds. I'm surprised they didn't get patent law changed again. Oh, speaking of patents, did you hear the U.S. Patent Office just told Nintendo to go fuck themselves? They've been trying to patent specifically conjuring a replacement fighter for the person that's fighting in front of you. Like you're battling with something and you can conjure a replacement and have them battle, or like tag in kind of thing. Nintendo was trying to patent that shit because they're losing their fucking mind that what's its fucking face game is just like blowing away Pokemon because Pokemon was the same fucking game for 20, 30 fucking years, just different colors. Pocket Pal. Was it Pocket Pals? What the fuck's that game called? But fucking Nintendo's been trying to throw a bunch of vague ass patents to try and claim this shit to help them with the legal battle. Like they're in the middle of a legal battle trying to create Pal World. That's it. Thank you. They're in the middle of a legal battle and then they're trying to patent things to help them in the legal battle, which is kind of shady gray shit, but it's something that they do because Nintendo hates its fans, which is fucking documented for the past 30 years. They're like, thank you for your money, now go fuck yourself. But like in the bad way, not in a Girth Brooks way. But the patent office just told them they could go fuck themselves on 26 different points of a patent involving that. And the head patent guy says because of Nintendo's recent actions, they're going to start going through all their past patents to see if they're also bullshit patents when they're trying to patent things that have already are common use. Like fighting with someone and having a replacement come in. How many fucking games have that? Like just off, like I have Mortal Kombat. How long has Mortal Kombat been doing that where you can tag in somebody or have them like guest come in and kick their ass? Some of the Mortal Kombat you can switch, and they had a whole list of games where in mid-battle you can switch people. And Nintendo was trying to patent that and every point related to that. So hopefully Nintendo is finally going to get their pee-pee smacked for being such greedy fuckheads. Pocket pull, not quite the same pocket, but you know, kind of related to the earlier conversation. But yeah, they are like Nintendo, and actually Japan, where fucking they are. Japan's patent office is apparently has looked over at what we're doing, and they just rejected just one, but they just started, and they're going to go through and go see if Nintendo also has dumbass bullshit patents that are super vague. that were obviously catch-alls to try and like keep legal bullshit. So I think Nintendo, I can only hope within the next year or so, however long these investigations, I can only hope that they finally get what's been fucking coming to them. What a bunch! Like they used to be awesome. They used to love their people, and then one night they just fucking flipped, and they could give a fuck about you. Dude, you play their game music, you play it on stream, you will most likely get a copyright strike and possibly a fucking cease and desist from them. Streamers have gotten cease and desists from Nintendo saying stop playing our game and we're going to copyright strike the music because it was our music to begin with. Like they hate fucking people. Phasma, good. I'm so fucking tired of Nintendo right now. The last 10 years? Oh, 10 years has only been when it's obvious. The past 20 years, you like between years 10 and 20, like you heard little bits and pieces of it. But once it became big with them in the past 10 years, if you start to look back and like do like, your independent research, I guess, whatever you want to call it, like it's almost back 30 years. Like into the 90s, they have been fucking with anybody that tries to so much as like look at their shit, makes anything that sounds like it, looks like it. Like they are very squeamish when it comes to actual competition. Didn't Apple have a patent on a rounded corners and icons? I believe they did. I believe they did try like have that patent, and then everyone it basically got told to go fuck off. And what's up, Aquilar? Every company has bullshit patents. Oh, absolutely. But it seems like Nintendo, like they got away with it enough that they're like, I'm surprised they haven't tried to patent breathing. You know what I mean? What a weak position to take for Nintendo. Oh, it is. It's they are so afraid of competition. Like it's fucking dumb. All right, Phasma, do your thing. I'll talk at you later. Josh, what's up, Josh? I'm a bit sick of this country being a corporate paradise. Yeah. At least somebody somewhere is deciding to fucking do a little something about it. I mean, we'll see if it actually goes anywhere, but it's bringing attention because there's just a lot of people out there that obviously don't know how much of a collection of assholes Nintendo is to their fans. Chicago Dead, wise man with hand in pocket jingles more than change. Time for some aggressive auditing of your intellectual property. Yeah. And I kind of wonder if they find some bullshit stuff that relate it to past lawsuits, like, could those be recalled? I don't know. This is potentially the tip of a really big fucking iceberg falling out of the sky and landing on their boat. Potentially. That would be fucking amazing if that's what happened. IBM is pretty patent stacked. Yeah. Everybody's got a patent for something, and if they can find some weird twisted way with fucking loopholes and semantics, they'll fucking use it against you. But that's where we are in the world, and that's why a lot of innovation is only done by the rich people, because they have the lawyers to keep competition out of the way. Top of the hour, everybody. Let's do a top of the hour toast, and then we'll wind down the YouTube side of things, and we'll go clean the pew. I'm out of cider. I got water. I'll get to that later. Let's do this one. Top of the hour, everybody. Cheers. What's up, D-Wood? The new Vizio-powered TVs at Walmart require a Walmart account? That's it. They need that information to sell, even though Walmart already has all your fucking information if you shop there, but they just want even more because now they can sell what you're watching to somebody. Fucking amazing. We know nothing about ourselves compared to companies like Google. If you're an Apple user, like the big companies, what they know about us far surpasses our own knowledge of ourselves. They know our patterns. They know what we like. They know shit we like that we don't even know we like yet. Like, they know every fucking thing about us. It is the way of the world. And it's funny, there's so many companies selling the exact same information to so many other companies that then sell the same exact information to so many other companies. But somewhere, somebody thinks that's valuable. I don't know. Whatever. Like, I'm just like, I'm just kind of just like, if I'm going to do anything that requires, a 5, 3.3, 1.8, and, 1.3 volt fucking computer, they have your information. Like, it's just, ugh. They don't know when I get too high and make the big purchases. They can't know that. Yeah. If they notice that every time Friday night hits, you're fucking buying some kind of big bullshit off of Amazon, I guarantee you're going to see some shit for sale on Amazon that you have always wanted. You just never knew it until they showed it to you. I will like and subscribe with a light touch. Just a light touch. Don't break the button, just tap it. Cheers and a toast. All right. So on the YouTube side, we're going to go ahead and wind it down. Like I said, if you want to hang out on Twitch or jump now over to Twitch, I don't actually have a link on Twitch for my Twitch stuff. It's just Scrufdog Live on Twitch. So if you want to hop over there, I'll be over there. We'll probably be there like 20, 30 minutes or something, just going through this thing. And we'll go from there. So, that sandwich was tasty? Oh, I bet it was, Locke. I'll investigate the spam when I go to the store this week. I'll do my best to remember. But for the YouTube people, I appreciate you stopping by. Again, I should be streaming the second half of Poppy Playtime 5 tomorrow evening. I should have time. And if not, I'll see you Wednesday for the continuation of Doom Guy with no MREs. MRE will be in a week and a half-ish. So, YouTube, thank you for watching. I'll drop the stats there for you when I'm done, as usual. But I'll see you all next time. Have a good rest of the weekend, and thank you for hanging out. And for YouTube, I am out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2,